Welcome to the Create with Katrina Julia show by Fit Life Creation, where we talk all the things on wellness, faith, marketing, business, and travel to create a life and business you love. I've been there, friend. I've walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and bondage to freedom, along with transformation in every area of my life. I'm right here with you, walking along on my own path to creating. So tune in so that you learn how to create a life and business you love, hands-on. Let's create it. Welcome to 75 plus tools and resources to create a life and business you love. In this episode, we are diving deep into travel time. And if you haven't yet, definitely check out all the other binge-worthy parts of this series with features in faith, in wellness, in money, in marketing, in business, and in communities coming up. So I love to travel. If you know me and know anything about me, you know this is a big, big, big part of my life. To know me is not just to love me, but to know that I love travel. It sets my soul on fire. Part of my story is that I am conceived in Bulgaria to a Polish mom and Bulgarian dad, born in Poland, in a refugee camp in Italy at 6 months old, and in the USA before the age of 2. What an adventure from the start, right? So it's easy to see how and why travel was destined to be part of my soul and my life. I've traveled now to 35 plus countries, including my limitless global girl journey in 2020 through 2022, traveling full time. And if you haven't yet, definitely check out my top 10 travel guides all around the world and my Content Like a Boss series as well. Everywhere from Virgin Voyages this last October when I was already back in Atlanta as my base, to Portugal, to Turkey, to Tulum, to Bacalar, to El Salvador, to Honduras, and the list goes on and on. And those guides are both on the blog, so you can follow along visually, see some of my YouTube videos, my Instagram reels, and they are also on my binge-worthy show. And if you didn't know, I also host global transformational retreats all around the world. To CREATEIT, I've hosted retreats in Cuba, in Costa Rica, in London, and in Spain. And you can check those out at fitlifecreation.com/retreats with a beautiful video done by Weekend Voyagers of one of our retreats in Cuba, raving reviews. And I also can create custom retreats to create it from wellness to marketing, biz, and travel. So safe to say, I love to inspire travel now and in the future. So let's get into some of the resources I recommend and have used for years. Wonderful. Wonderful is an incredible community created by Beth. It's 45,000 plus creators and travelers integrated with brands, helping each other experience the world. I first connected with them when I learned about them via at Hey Ashley Renee, who actually came with us to our retreat in Cuba and created incredible video content. You can definitely check that out on my YouTube channel, Katrina Julia, our Limitless Global Girl. And she did so many incredible vlogs and behind the scenes with Cuba. And so I learned about this community from her, and then started attending their virtual summit during 2020, the pandemic, when I was still here in Atlanta before I left for traveling, and really love their community of creators, the brands they integrate with, the content they share. And I've learned about so many incredible people and some of the resources that I'll share here too because of them. And I was hosted actually at their travel fest in New Orleans last year. No, wait, was it last year? Yes, 2022. Yes, 2022. And Lauren had connected me, and basically I entered in a giveaway while I was in Panama. I didn't get the giveaway, but then she personally reached out to me and invited me to be hosted, which was incredibly kind and wonderful. And I met some incredible people there and made some incredible friends in person, from Kristen to Indira and so many other amazing, beautiful souls. Christine Lozado, I met for the first time in person, and so many others as well. Beth for the first time in person. And also, I was their community expert, hosting specific workshops for over a year. One of their community experts on things like creating and scaling, on project management, on social media, on influencer marketing, and of course, on travel destinations like Costa Rica and Guatemala and more. So I definitely have a relationship that's spanned in many different directions with them. Matador Network. So, Matador Network, I believe I found out about them via Travel Massive, which I will share about in just a second. They are an incredible platform. It's a global media brand for modern adventurers, and they connect also both creators and brands. And they, have city guides, original shows, content creation, and they share your curiosity about the world. And they also offer paid gigs, paid press trips, and paid articles, and many different things. So you can explore them as a brand. You can also um, connect with me on things I do with brand engagements and influencer management. If you rather have someone or a team managing different platforms like this one for you, and incoming submissions. And then I also submit with them for via press trips and for various press trips and different things. So I recently submitted with them for a trip to Argentina, a trip to Hawaii, a trip to Florida, a trip to, let's see, there was Hawaii, there was Argentina, there was Florida. Los Cabos recently came up, both on the editorial side and content creation, and also on videography with a group. So I just submitted on that one recently, and they have ongoing different submissions for paid and or hosted press trips only as well. So it's a great network to connect on. The one I just mentioned also is incredible, Travel Massive. It is coined as the go-to network for travel industry founders, leaders, and creators all around the world. You can list your profile, your brand. You can join a chapter locally, submit an article. I'm also featured there, connect in the forum. And that was a way that I also stayed plugged in, and many of us did during the pandemic in beautiful ways. And you can host a virtual event, list your events, and much more too. Travel Industry Marketing Association offers solutions for agents and suppliers in travel, as well as travel, wellness, and webinars and business webinars as well. So I learned about them also via Travel Massive, and Megan is incredible as their business development source. We connected via Travel Massive, and I did a number of paid travel webinars all throughout the pandemic in 2020 as well as in 2021 as I was traveling all around the world and featuring different destinations. PTO, aka paid travel opportunities. This is created by Gabby at Pax Light, an incredibly inspiring content creator who's traveled all around the world, received over $70,000 plus in paid travel opportunities, and she shares content on all her channels that inspires and shares global paid travel opportunities to inspire your wanderlust. Through her newsletter alone, I've submitted to National Geographic. I've submitted to with a grant and properties and retreats and business globally late last year. I've also submitted to Marriott Bonvoy and Chase and a foodie slash travel opportunity they have for a creator slash CEO type opportunity all around the world. So I definitely recommend that you check out her incredible content. Kiwi is a resource you can find flights, cars, and stays for travel. I use them mainly to search, but then I book typically directly on the travel site because of some of their terms and conditions and restrictions. So definitely check that out if you book. Airbnb. If you haven't checked out my episode or blog post on 25 plus Airbnbs I stayed at within a year, then you definitely want to check that out. So, yes, I stayed on average at every destination 1 to 3 months, but sometimes in between, I would stay a day or a week. So then the stays added up. Wherever you go, there is a place for you. Literally, over 7 million homes globally. You can book one of a kind experiences too. So I first started using Airbnb, I think back in like 2015 or 16. I hosted my Costa Rica retreat via an Airbnb, both my Cuba retreats. My London retreat was actually hosted. It was basically like a daily retreat. So I stayed at Airbnb, but I hosted the retreat at WeWork as far as people came in for the day. And then I hosted my Barcelona retreat, also like a day type retreat via the garden at an Airbnb. Then I also was a community manager with Airbnb in Atlanta in 20, I believe, like 17, 18, when they first started rolling that out. Then I got hosted on a press trip through that opportunity in Mexico through Holbox Island, Pink Lakes, Valladolid. So that was an incredible opportunity as well. And then I've stayed in Airbnbs literally all around the globe, from incredible small little campers in Atlanta in a bamboo forest to destinations around the globe like Tulum, Mexico, my Mayan jungle cabana where I stayed for 3 months with not with, but it was Diana's the owner. So, but I got to meet her and her boyfriend when they came down a couple times. Then I also stayed in Airbnbs in Bacalar, in Costa Rica, in El Salvador, in Honduras, basically everywhere that I traveled. So you definitely want to check out Airbnbs as well. Just incredibly unique experiences. I've met some of the most beautiful souls all around the world through Airbnb. World nomads. There is inspiration, opportunities, and travel insurance to help you fuel your curiosity and find your journey and travel bravely. That is the travel insurance I typically use many times when I travel. And I actually have had to use it once when I got sick in Bulgaria and ended up having to rebook my flights and reshift Airbnbs when I was headed to Barcelona, and they paid, I think it was within 30 to 90 days, over $1,000. So I can attest to actually having to use it too. I mentioned my retreats earlier, my travel series on the blog and show, and those are all hyperlinked within the 75 plus tools that's in the first link within the link in bio. Of course, check out my retreats, brand solutions for ongoing multi-month to year projects with creating and scaling with travel options. And then also another platform I want to mention, and this is another way I got some of my free or hosted travel or paid travel as I traveled the globe, is Workaway. So Workaway has literally, I think I found out about them also via Travel Massive, and was just blown away at all the different opportunities and the ways that you can find free travel all around the world. They talk about travel differently, connect globally. It's the leading community for cultural exchange, working holidays, and volunteering in over 170 countries. You can discover over 50,000 plus opportunities, and literally there's travelers there. You can be featured on their blog. Your photos can be featured there, and I've gotten over 4 incredible opportunities there in 2021. So I source specifically for social media, for digital marketing. I helped businesses and even luxury brands create business plans, marketing plans, social media, videos, all kinds of fun stuff. But some people, go for sustainable projects. Some people go for house sitting. So literally you can find things there from A to Z that are amazing. So tell me what you are going to do to create it first out of all these incredible opportunities that I'm sharing. And tag me on social at Katrina Julia Fit, at Fit Life Creation, and leave a review on the show. And I will definitely shout you out. Drop your handles, drop your website. And as always, friends, remember, create, transform, and inspire, because you are born to. If you are looking for an incredible program on a monthly basis that combines everything you need to create and scale a life and business you love, you are going to love what I created with Subkit on a monthly basis. But first, if you're tuning in for the first time, I want you to know a little bit more about me. And you can find the link in the show notes as well on Subkit and everything you want to know. So, first, I'm a multi-passionate entrepreneur, athlete, traveler, creator, and CEO who has transformed every area of life from the inside out since 2010 and continues to, shifting from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, pain to purpose, lies to love, and bondage to freedom. I've worked with 15,000 plus entrepreneurs online and live, traveled the world full-time 2020 through 2022, worked with brands like NBC, Airbnb, WeWork, Victoria's Secret, and aim to help over 1 million mission-based brands and entrepreneurs create and scale what they love with freedom. What does that mean? Imagine you having a clear roadmap and creating and scaling step by step to progress in your life with freedom, with wellness, with marketing, with business, with travel. Everything I walk through, everything that I share, everything that I've leveraged or make money from, I help you create it too. So it all matters, whether it's rising to be and doing one more thing on the hard days or working on projects like NBC Apprentice or Airbnb. It's all big and adds up. So I want to encourage you to hashtag create it now. And what does the program with Subkit look like? First, when you click the link in the show notes, Create It Like a Boss, you will see on the second link the monthly Create It. And one of the betas that I'm running right now is an intro deal on $44 a month, which is basically less than a smoothie bowl or a trip to Starbucks per month. And you will get to create it with exclusive access and discounts, updates on the 75 plus tools every single month. That means all the tools that I'm testing, whether it's something like Subkit or the new tools that I'm 10xing my social media automatically across platforms, new creative creations that I'm beta testing and I want your feedback, an exclusive newsletter for you getting started, and updates to the 7-day online challenge that covers wellness, wealth, business, and travel. If you want a plus experience, you get all of that, plus the Create It Summit quarter, every single quarter, that includes over 50 plus courses to take a even deeper dive, plus a vision workshop to really align to your goals from the inside out, updated every single quarter, and a group session with me on a specific theme, from jumpstart to transformation, to unleashing inspiration, to money matters, to smart social media, to crazy confidence. So a brand new theme every single month, and you get access to all the replays. Then if you want a VIP experience, you can get all the above, plus guaranteed features, lives, and co-launches, one per quarter, and one-on-one sessions that I will do with my VIPs every single month. At the bottom of that page on the Create It Monthly, you will see incredible content as well, like the sub-kit feature on Get to Know Me, my faith series, freebies, how to find over $500,000 daily in opportunities, global retreats, insights into my almost 2 years of full-time travel, 7 steps to build a presence online, and the Lifestyle Brand Like a Boss course coming in June, and a lot more. So can't wait to see you on the inside, and let's create it. All the chats on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel, so you create a life and business you already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat, and if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, our influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagement. Let's create it.